I let them mentor me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
I
hip hop
appreciate
misunderstanding her.
who, Michelle Lammy?
Hey yo, what's good, fam? We've got to break down this Joe Budden podcast moment that literally sent the culture into a full-on meltdown. Joe Budden dove into Rick Owens, fashion, demonic imagery, and even Michelle A. Lambie, bringing up ASAP Rocky in the conversation. And of course, Rocky didn't stay silent. Today, we're breaking this all the way down. Every angle, every reaction, and everything you need to know.
Outfit, and I let them mentor me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
I
hip
appreciate
hop misunderstanding her.
who, Michelle Lammy? I can't justify the dark shit and weird shit she do. I think she her. I don't think they misunderstanding it. Like, do she worship the devil? I wouldn't know because she don't do none of that shit around me. But they do have iconography and imagery that looks like it's very, you know,
Like their new the new ad campaign joint with the kissing.
but they gay. Rick Owens gay.
Yeah, but I don't think it's just a gay thing. It's the imagery. It's not.
It's dark, bro. I can't justify that shit, bro.
It's a lot.
I can't justify that shit. But yo, bro, we talking about gay Europeans, like we won't understand that. You know what I'm saying? But that's them. I love the fact that I'm comfortable in those rooms. Like, you know, it ain't no spells being casted when I'm around. I can't justify, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't doing no rituals. Like, she just taught me about art. She took me to Freeze Art Fair. She shot my album cover. And she gave me a nice diamond ring to, you know, do the album cover, the one called At Long Last ASAP. You know what I'm saying? She creative directed a lot of stuff for me. And I'm going to forever love that lady, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She always showed me love and embraced me and taught me, you know?
This album covers Tim Burton, right?
Tim Burton,
That's crazy.
that was fucked up.
Hey, Danny Elfman, you got some weird.
Yeah.
That's some weird flexes you put on that. How did Tim Burton shit come about?
Basically, I've been a fan of him. Like, I'm obsessed with German Expressionism. German Expressionism is like those silent films from like the 30s and 40s when it was just like pointy, like buildings and, you know what I'm saying? And I used to watch this film, Metropolis, Nosferatu, Golem. Like, these are all like,
Fables.
yeah, these are crazy, you know what's up,
Yeah.
like crazy German Expressionism films. And I realized that hip hop don't got that. We ain't got German Expressionism, you know? We got like 3 horrors. We don't got no ghetto sci-fis. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I gotta give him that. I wanted to do my, you know, interpretation or my rendition of what that is to me. And so I would have his movie, like, everything that Tim Burton do is inspired by German Expressionism. So the big shadow silhouettes, like, if you watch the Pusha T and Malice video, which one is it? So Be It, So Be It. Like, you can see the, you know what I'm saying? The silhouette, that's German Expressionism, you know what I mean? And so I realized, like, all of this, I would put his movies and his art, I would put it on mute, and we would be making music, and we realized, like, yo, we gotta get his composer, we gotta get him, we gotta get all his supporting actors, reoccurring actors. So I have Winona Ryder in the first video.
Oh, true.
I have Danny Elfman and Winona Ryder on it. Danny Elfman did the Pee-wee's theme song. He did the Simpsons theme song. He did
He's a
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Batman's.
Edward Scissorhands. Batman's. Like, he's a fucking legend.
Yes.
And, you know, he did Stole Your Flow on my record. He did a couple of joints, like, and he brung in Budapest orchestras and all of that. Yeah, bro, like, we went the full way, you know, and everything just ended up being cohesive. I reached out to Tim. I said, like, I like to get up. I'm a fan, or whatever the case is. I don't know how much he knew about me. I'm assuming he didn't know much about me. And when I got to meet him, I got to show him who I really was. And, man, we just hit it off right, like, just like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's fun.
All right, listen up. Joe started talking about the gothic visuals and dark vibe around Rick Owens, and he wasn't even targeting Rick directly. He brought up Michelle A. Lambie, Owens' wife. People online have been wild, saying her energy screams cult or even demonic vibes, and Joe straight up asked Rocky what he thinks. Rocky didn't hold back. He said, "Bro, I've been in these rooms with Rick Owens and Michelle. I've seen the vibe, and there's nothing demonic." He shut it down. Rocky made it clear he's talking real-life experience, not internet rumors. Now, for context, Rocky's connection to Rick Owens isn't random. It's tied to Rihanna. She's been rocking Owens for years. Front rows, runway shows, all that. Rocky got pulled into that world through her lens. He wears Rick Owens strategically, not just because it's edgy. He even wore it for Vanity Fair, one of the biggest fashion moments for a rapper. So when Joe tries to get him on record about weird vibes or occult energy, Rocky's like, nah, that's just fashion, not spiritual warfare. And look, some artists like Lil Yachty just don't vibe with the aesthetic, and that's style, not evil, different strokes. Rocky's answer? Calm, clear, and grounded. He's not debating internet takes, he's talking face-to-face experience. So, I gotta ask, was Joe reaching too hard? Was Rocky justified? Does fashion get too much spiritual baggage online? Drop your thoughts. Subscribe, like, comment. We keep it 100.